Have you ever felt like your dog is a tiny shadow, always watching you, tracking your every move, and following you everywhere you go? At first, you might think it's just adorable loyalty. But what if I told you? Those quick glances and gentle nudges actually mean so much more. Dogs don't watch over you for no reason. Every action, every look is a silent message. You might assume your pup is just curious or maybe a little clingy, but science and real-world experience say there's something much deeper going on. They're constantly balancing instinct, emotion, and a deep, unwavering love for you. And once you uncover the surprising reasons behind this behavior, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful reasons why your dog keeps checking in on you. Some are sweet, some are instinctual, and some are things you've probably never considered. Stick around to the end because the last reason might just change how you see the bond between you and your dog forever. Reason 1. Seeking safety and reassurance. Picture this. A thunderstorm rolls in windows. Rattle, and suddenly your dog walks into the room wide-eyed and tense. Instead of hiding under a chair, where do they go? Straight to you. That's not a coincidence, it's instinct. Dogs have incredibly sharp senses. They hear thunder long before you do, smell subtle changes in the air, and pick up on tiny creaks in the house that you'd never notice. To them, the world can sometimes feel unpredictable, even scary. And in all that uncertainty, you are their safe place. When your dog checks in on you, whether during a storm, when a stranger comes to the door, or even in the middle of the night, it's their way of making sure everything's okay. They're not just looking for comfort, they're reading your cues to decide how they should feel. If you're calm, they relax. If you're tense, they stay alert. It's like they're silently asking, "Are we safe?" This behavior becomes even more obvious in stressful situations like fireworks, construction noise, or big changes at home. To your dog, your presence is like medicine. You're their emotional safety net, proof that the world is still okay as long as you're nearby. And here's the emotional truth. When your dog seeks you out for safety, it's one of the purest forms of trust. Of all the places they could run to, they choose you. That choice says everything about your bond. So next time your pup presses up against your leg during a storm, don't brush it off as nervousness. See it for what it really is. One of the highest compliments a dog can give. You're strong enough to make them feel safe. What about you? Does your dog run to you when there's a loud noise or a sudden storm? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear how your pup shows their trust. And if you found this interesting, stay tuned for the next reason, because sometimes dogs aren't running to you for comfort. They're just incredibly curious about everything you do. Reason 2. They're curious about everything you do. Have you ever noticed how your dog watches you fold laundry, cook dinner, or even just scroll on your phone like they're watching a captivating movie? That deep, steady gaze. It all comes from pure instinctual curiosity. In a dog's world, watching every member of the pack is essential. Every action and habit carries meaning, often tied to survival. And when they live with you, they see you as the pack leader. So watching your every move is how they learn and better understand their environment. But it's not always because they want attention. Sometimes they're not begging for food or asking to play. They're simply fascinated by what you're doing. Even something as ordinary as opening the fridge or folding socks becomes a big event in their eyes. To them, everything you do is worth watching. When your dog observes you, they're also picking up on your daily routines: when you eat, when you leave for work, when you get ready for walks. By staying tuned in, they feel more connected to your rhythm of life. That curiosity is also a sign of love. Just like a child who wants to be involved in their parents' activities, your dog is silently asking, "What are you doing? Can I be a part of it?" So if your dog often sits nearby while you work or go about your day, try responding with a gentle pat or a few kind words. That small gesture tells them they're seen, and it deepens the bond you share. And if you find that curiosity endearing, wait until you hear the next reason. It goes back to their ancient instincts, pack loyalty, and the drive to protect. Reason 3. Pack instincts and the urge to protect. Dogs are descended from wolves, animals that survived in large packs where each member had a role in protecting the group. In the wild, if a wolf was weak or injured, the pack rallied around it. Thousands of years later, that instinct still lives on in your dog's heart. To your dog, you're not just the owner, you're family. a crucial member of their pack. So their constant check-ins aren't just curiosity, they're driven by an instinct to protect. They want to make sure you're okay and that no threats are nearby. This behavior is especially noticeable in strong guardian breeds like Rottweilers, German Shepherds, and Great Pyrenees. But even tiny lapdogs bred mainly for companionship still carry this deep-seated instinct. If you have children, elderly relatives, or someone vulnerable in the home, you'll often find the dog keeping close watch over them. When your pup follows you from room to room, you might feel a little watched, but to them, it's a sacred duty. I have to make sure my leader and my family are safe. Even at night when you're sleeping, your dog curled up near your bed is doing more than just resting. They're standing guard. In their eyes, sleep makes you vulnerable, and it's their job to protect you. So the next time your dog keeps glancing around to check where you are, remember it's the spirit of the wolf pack still flowing through them. And guess what? Some dogs don't just check on you out of curiosity or protection. Sometimes they're simply what we call Velcro dogs. They stick to you like glue and don't want to let you out of their sight. Reason 4. Velcro dogs. They just can't let you go. Ever feel like you're never truly alone in your own home? You walk into the living room, your dog follows. Head to the kitchen, they're waiting at the doorway. Even a quick trip to the bathroom and they're lying right outside the door like they're afraid to lose track of you. That's classic Velcro dog behavior, the kind of pup who sticks to you like glue. There are many reasons dogs become this attached. Some breeds were specifically developed to be close companions like Chihuahuas, Pekingese, or Pomeranians. These dogs were made to be lap warmers, soulmates, and sidekicks, so constantly seeking your presence is in their DNA. For working breeds like Border Collies or German Shepherds, they've been trained to take commands and stay in sync with their humans, so watching you closely just feels natural. But sometimes that clingy behavior goes deeper. Dogs who have experienced abandonment or lacked affection in the past can develop a fear of losing their person again. They believe that staying as close to you as possible is the only way to feel safe and to make sure they're not left behind. While Velcro behavior can be adorable, it can also grow into separation anxiety if left unchecked. When that happens, even leaving the house for a short time might cause your dog to panic, barking nonstop, scratching at the door, or even hurting themselves. That's why it's important to help them build confidence and learn to feel okay when they're alone. Start by letting them stay in another room for short periods, reward calm behavior, and gradually increase the time apart. This way, their love for you remains strong, but their mental well-being becomes stronger too. Reason 5. Their internal clock and daily routine. Ever catch your dog staring at you around dinner time, or gently nudging your leg when it's time for a walk? That's not coincidence, it's their incredibly accurate internal clock at work. Dogs remember your daily routine more precisely than you might think. To them, you're the timekeeper of the pack. When you feed them at regular times and take them out on schedule, they feel safe and secure. But the moment that routine gets disrupted, maybe you come home late or forget mealtime, they react by checking on you as if to say, "Hey, it's time, what's going on?" Maintaining a consistent schedule helps reduce anxiety in dogs. It makes them feel like their world is predictable and in order. Sudden changes, on the other hand, can make them uneasy, and that's when their instinct kicks in to seek reassurance from you. In their minds, you're not just the one who fills the bowl, you're the compass that guides every part of their day. This habit also strengthens your bond. When your dog checks in with you at familiar times, they're not just keeping track, they're reinforcing that invisible thread that connects you both. And when you respond with a smile, a soft word, or a gentle pet, you're sending the message they crave. Everything's okay, we're still in sync. Reason 6. They want to play and connect with you. Sometimes when your dog checks on you, it's not out of worry or routine, it's simply because they're hoping for a chance to play. You're deep in work on your computer, and suddenly they rest their head gently on your lap. Or maybe you just sat down and there it is, that old slobbery tennis ball dropped right in front of you. That's your dog's way of saying, "Hey, got a minute for some fun?" To a dog, play isn't just a way to pass time, it's their love language. It's how they build connection and trust. Whether it's a quick game of tug-of-war, a few tosses of the ball, or a silly chase around the living room, every moment of play is a bonding experience. When your dog checks in, toy in mouth, it's a heartfelt invitation. Let's make some happy memories together. Sure, you can't always stop what you're doing, and that's okay. But taking even a few minutes to play with your dog can make a world of difference. It burns off their excess energy, prevents boredom and destructive behavior, and let's be honest, it's good for you too. How many times has your dog made you smile and forget about work stress with just one excited look? A dog who regularly comes to you to play is a dog who feels secure and happy in your relationship. Because if they didn't trust you, they wouldn't ask. So next time your pup nudges you for a game, try saying yes, even for just a bit. It's more than just fun, it's one of the easiest and purest ways to strengthen the bond between your hearts. Reason 7. Simply because they love you. Sometimes all the other reasons. Safety, curiosity, instinct, habit fade. In comparison to one simple truth, your dog checks on you because they love you. This kind of love doesn't need scientific proof or complex explanation. You see it in their eyes, in the wag of their tail when you walk through the door, and in those quiet moments when they sit beside you, needing nothing more than your presence. A dog's love for their human is one of the purest and most loyal forms of affection. No expectations, no conditions, just unwavering attachment. When your dog constantly checks where you are or what you're doing, it's their way of saying, "You mean the world to me." Science backs this up too. Studies have shown that when dogs look at their owners, their brains release oxytocin, the love hormone, just like what happens when a mother gazes at her child. So what may seem like a small, simple action is actually proof of a deep emotional bond. And you feel it too every time your dog rests their head on your lap or lets out a relaxed sigh by your side. There's a reason dogs are called man's best friend. Every check-in, every glance, every time they follow you, it all leads back to one core reason: love. And that love is a reminder that to them, you're not just a pet owner, you're family. You're home. Now you know why your dog constantly checks on you. Sometimes it's for safety, other times for protection, or out of curiosity, habit, or their desire to play. But in the end, it all comes down to one powerful truth: you are the center of their little world. If there's one takeaway from all this, it's that your dog's love runs far deeper than most of us realize. They're not just pets, they're companions, family members, and faithful friends who trust us with their hearts. And let me leave you with a gentle reminder: a dog doesn't care if you're rich or poor, successful or struggling. All they care about is that you're there. In the next video, I'll be sharing some of the odd sleeping positions dogs love and what they reveal about your dog's personality and emotional state. Trust me, you'll be surprised by what you learn. But for now, tell me, when does your dog tend to check in on you? Is it when you're working, eating, or just walking into another room? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story, and I'm sure it'll make other dog lovers smile in recognition. And if this video helped you understand your dog a little better, stay tuned. There are so many more four-legged mysteries waiting for us to uncover.